Going distant from Allah is not an overnight process, it happens gradually, without us ever realizing until we are too far away. You may drift away from Allah one step at a time while feeling your heart harden until it turns into a stone. It's a terrifying feeling, and it mostly happens when we are negligent of our hearts for way too long. It may start from laziness with the acts of worship, delaying prayer, belittling our sins, running after dunya, and falling into bad habits that become too comfortable. The reasons could be many, or sometimes just one, but by the end, you may feel like you don't really have a purpose in life anymore. Anyone can go through such disconnection, even the practicing Muslims. So more than our voice, let's focus on our house. Here are some of the few steps that can help us all build that relationship with Allah that our soul badly desires. No matter where you stand in the spiritual meter, talk to Allah when you are alone. Talking to Allah like you can see Him doesn't only connect you back to Him, but because without trust and love, whatever building you raise above will eventually fall down. So say what Yaqub alayhi salam said when his sadness overwhelmed him. I only complain of my suffering and my grief to Allah. Surround yourself with people who remind you of Allah simply with their actions. People who make you want to live a life for the sake of Allah, the people of Akhirah who are free from the shackles of dunya. Company of such people can give us perspective and lenses that we may have never used to see the world. See what motivates them, what drives them forward, how are they consistent. Seeing the practical life, being close to Allah, makes it feel much more real and achievable. You should feel empty inside. Sometimes we are running so fast in life, trying to get ahead in every single path, that we forget to hear the beat of our heart and the rhythm of our breaths. In short, we forget to be mindful of Allah. Our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to go to a cave to reflect, so he used to pull himself away from everything for a while to think through. If you would also like to clear your thought process, try taking a break from your routine without the noise of the world consuming your brain. Try to get to know Allah better. Some people may benefit from reading Quran, especially if they understand it. Read the translation or tafsir of it. Some people benefit from reading about lives of the prophets. Some benefit from listening to recitation of the Quran. Some from zikr and making istighfar. Start with the beautiful names and attributes like Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Ghaffar, Al-Ghafoor, At-Tawwab, Al-Afu. The words in the Quran are often translated as run towards Allah, flee to Allah, hasten towards Allah. So when the weight of this word crushes your shoulders, فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. When the noise of the word consumes your brain, فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. When your heart feels so heavy that it pins your body down to the ground, فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Because He is our only place of the refuge in a world full of chaos, in a world full of betrayal, in a world where we are nothing but a speck. His majesty is enough to cover us whole. So here we are, my Lord. Here we are with the soul so bare, just to find a refuge we find nowhere but in you.